Queer as a $5 Bill by Lee Wind. Narrated by Michael Crouch. For my husband Mark, whose love gives me wings. For our daughter, who fills our days with joy and gratitude. And for you, reader, this book is for us all. Chapter 1. Monday, January 5th. It's funny that they called the Civil War civil, because there's not much polite about trying to kill the people you don't like. Following that same logic, Wyatt figured he should call Lincolnville High School Civil High, because 9th grade was a war too. Every day. But he wasn't due back in battle for a few hours. It was still a reassuring black outside, and he told himself, for the millionth time, that he wasn't going to give Jonathan the power to ruin stuff outside school when he wasn't even around. It didn't really work. A thin stream of cold coffee pooled onto his sock, and Wyatt jerked the sodden paper back over the plastic bin. He swore under his breath, working the wet sock off with one hand and tossing it onto the needs-to-get-washed pile by his desk. He studied the dripping paper. It was ready. He grabbed the red, long-reach lighter from the living room fireplace to singe an edge of this 16th Emancipation Proclamation. The wet paper took a few seconds to catch. Once it was on fire, he quick snuffed it out in the coffee so it didn't burn too far. 2 more sides had gotten crisped when the pocket of the thrift store fake leather motorcycle jacket he was wearing vibrated. Wyatt fumbled for the phone. Having a new cell, even his mom's 4-year-old hand-me-down, so he could get a call without waking up the whole bed and breakfast, rocked. "Hey, handsome. Good morning." Mackenzie. Plugging in the headphone jack, he fit the plastic bud in his ear. "I'm so glad it's you." As soon as the words were out of his mouth, he realized how ridiculous he sounded. They both knew no one else would be calling him. He pushed the thought away as he burned the final edge. "Can you get online? I uploaded the new video last night." "Just 2 more emails to delete," Mackenzie said. "How's it going?" "Sucks. I'm not even going to get my run in because of this stupid antiquing." The last bit of flame sizzled out in the coffee, and Wyatt swapped the wet sheet for the dry one in the microwave on his bedroom floor. 48 seconds. Start. The laser-printed, coffee-aged, fire-singed paper rotated on the plate inside. Predictably, the cracked glass ceiling light dimmed as the microwave hogged the power on that circuit. It would dim in the 3rd-floor bathroom, too. But Wyatt hadn't heard any guests up yet. Just his dad, in the attic above the part of Wyatt's room that wasn't the tower. He'd gotten Wyatt up at 4:30 a.m. to do this stupid antiquing job while he headed up to reseal the dormers for the storm on its way. Even with the people-height windows open, the smell of burned paper and coffee hung in the cold air between all the furniture that didn't match their B&B's 1830s to 1860s thing. The good news was that Wyatt's 2000s blackwood bed, no-style pressboard wardrobe, and 1940s gunmetal Navy surplus desk were such a period mashup that his dad wouldn't let any guests see it, so Wyatt didn't need to keep it neat. But even when the windows were closed, guests used to complain that sleeping in the tower room was like sleeping outside. New windows cost too much, so Wyatt got one of the nicest rooms in their Queen Anne Victorian. He just had to wear a lot of layers, camping style. He liked camping. He pulled on a dry sock, reasoning that all white sweat socks matched, even if one was cleaner than the other, and headed over to the clunky laptop that wouldn't work unless it was plugged in. He'd already queued up the video, waiting for her call. Mackenzie.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?